Hi, Norfolk Boy here, and this is a first video of many that I plan to make on this channel about free plugins. Free synths and free effects, and who doesn't like something that's totally and utterly free? And I'm starting off here with a program called Odin II. I'll leave a link below to this website, and as you can see, you can download a Windows version and a Mac OS version. VST and VST AU audio units for Mac, which is all you'll possibly need. So VST and AU from there. You can also get it for Linux. I think that's Linux Debian. I'm not sure how good you can really do music creation with Linux. Also, there's a manual to download, so that will help. You don't even have to listen to me waffle on if you want to download that and try it out for yourself if you know a little bit about creating sounds. But it does come with lots of really good presets. Okay, so I'm going to download this. I know I've already done it before, but just to show you how it's done, it's not hard. Just download it. This is on a Mac, obviously. Windows, I'm sure it won't be too much different. I'm just going to wait for that to quickly download, and while it does, I must say that there's an awful lot of really good free plugins out there that you can get. It's just amazing how many free products there are out there, so it's well worth making these videos if you're not aware of these that are around. And also I'll just show a little bit of how to create your own sounds in some of them. So okay, we've got that downloaded, and if we right click on it and just choose open, of course you'll get this message up, possibly if you've got the up-to-date version of Mac OS. I don't really need the middle one, the clap. I just need the VST3 and the audio unit, and I'm going to continue and install that. However, I'm not going to install it because I already have, but this is what you'll get come up. You just need to pop your password in there, your login password, and that is it. It is installed, and then I would say to restart after that, because that makes the audio unit work. Once it's been restarted, we'll now go into Ableton Live this time, and show you what it's all about. I'm going to open it as an audio unit, so I'm just going to tap on the little arrow next to those and just look down until I can see one that says Wave Garden, and just tap on the arrow under there until I see Odin II, and here it is open. This is the screen that you'll come to when you first open Odin II. And before I go any further, just to let you know that this is open source software, so this is absolutely fantastic. There's so many people that have got together to create things like this. There's so much good open source software out there as well, not just this kind of thing, but other kinds of software as well. So thanks to these people who all get together and create these fabulous things for us to do for and use for absolutely nothing, for free. So it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so when we first open up, we're just on the initial patch. So if I just press a key, that's the sound we've got. We can create our own sounds on this piece of kit, so that's absolutely fantastic. But first of all, let's just drop down here to the preset library. And as you can see, you've got a great choice in here as well. You've got atmospherics, you've got bass, you've got chimes, you've got chiptune, whatever that might be. You've got drones, drums. If I open up drums, you've got hi-hats here. Very nice, very nice. What else have we got here? Kicks. Yeah, brilliant. Instruments, keys, leads, organ, pads, SFX and stabs. So that's absolutely fantastic. So let's, for instance, go to atmospheres, atmospherics, whatever you want to call it, and let's play something here. Whoa. Okay. What else have we got here? Let's just go up to the top and try this one. Okay. Yeah. settings, let's go to say basses, for instance. Let's try bass in here. Where should we go? Let's try this one. Okay, so yeah. Yep, magic. What else have we got here? Leads, lovely jubbly. Let's just try a lead. What have we got here? Oh yes, a little bit strange. Glide leads, rusty leads, sine lead. Let's try that. That should be fairly simple. Okay, super job. So yeah, we've got lots and lots and lots of things here. Pipe dreams. Lovely. Okay, so as you can see, I wouldn't go through all of these, but you've got some lovely sounds that you can play about with. Something then, naughty me. Right, okay, so enough with presets for the time being. Let's create our own sound here. Just a quick example of making a sound, a little bit like this one, which I did earlier, which is a string pad. So we're going to make a string pad. So if I just open that up, and yep, that should be it. So okay, so that's good. There's a string pad. So we'll go through just quickly how you can create your own sound with a pad sound. So we start by just going up here and tapping on reset synth, and the box will come up. This doesn't mean that it'll lose the patch that I was just playing, but you just say okay, and what it does is it actually puts it to the initialized preset. So there we go. So we start from there. Right, so we begin up here at the top left-hand corner, which is the first oscillator. This one's an analog oscillator, so we've got some different sounds in here. First one's the saw, and then as we slowly go down, it changes towards more of a sine sound at the bottom. So that's, with this one you've got a little drift here. Change the sound a bit, octaves going up and down, semitones up and down, and fine tuning. Oh yes. Okay. Right, let's just turn the volume down a tad on this. That's better. And then we've got a drop down list at the top here, and if you look you can see we've got an analog oscillator, wavetable oscillator, lots more to choose from for creating your sounds, but we're going to choose the FM oscillator out of these to do our pad sound. Okay, so we're going to turn the sine into a saw at the top here. Turn this knob up and down, we can go through that sound, changing it slightly, but we're going to leave pretty much everything as it is. And right down here we have the filter that we're going to go through in a minute, and then down here the amp envelope, We're going to use this to change our sound from the abrupt sound we've got to a much more drifting in and drifting out sound. So we're going to turn up the attack first, just up to the top, and you'll hear the sound changing to an evolving sound up to the top of the note. That's better. Then we're going to use the release and turn that up so we've got a bit of a tail end to our sound. Lovely. Turn up the decay just a little bit. And probably leave the sustain pretty much where it is. Okay. So now we're already starting to get a little bit of the sound we need. Right at the top here where it says unison, we're going to change that to 6. It's like 6 voices. Changes the tone again. Already we're hearing a pad sound coming through. Okay. So next, here where we've got the arrow, you can link this to the effects down there at the bottom, but this is the amplifier. We've got a little bit of gain here. Velocity. Pan from one side to your speakers to the other. We're going to use this later. Some distortion here. And so on and so forth. Turn the volume down slightly. Okay, so it's now routing through down to the effects as well, where we've got some delay and some reverb and so on that we can do. Just going to click on delay. I'm going to click on sync and just turn this to 1/8. I'm going to give it a ping pong effect. Pretty much leave the rest alone, I think. A little bit of reverb. You can pretty much leave that how it is. Of course, you can mess about with this as much as you like and get the sounds that you want to create. Turn the dry and the wet up a little bit. Mess about with the decay. Okay, so we're going to make this LFO change the filter sound. As you can see, when we move the filter frequency, we get that lovely evolving sound that we're after. But what we're going to do is get the LFO to do that for us as we play. So here down on the LFO to there is what we want to do. So we're going to use this shape probably, but there's plenty of shapes here to choose from, as you can see. This will control the speed, which we'll use in a moment. Right, so what we want to do is go down here to the modulation matrix and say we want the LFO as the source. We want the destination to be filter number 1, and we want the frequency. Okay. Now we slowly turn that up by clicking and dragging upwards to around about 60, 70, 80, whatever suits you really in the sound that you're looking for. Okay. Now the filter's done the work for us. If we speed that up, this frequency knob here, you can see what it does. Slowing it down just makes it slowly evolve. And give us that desired sound that we're looking for. Great. Okay, we can add another oscillator here now. We're going to choose an analog oscillator here. We're going to leave it on the first sound. We're going to turn this oscillator up a couple of octaves. Lovely. Turn the volume down slightly. Okay. Now we're just going to pop over here to filter number 2. If we turn 2 off on this filter, it won't be sending anything anywhere, but we're going to turn this filter on for number 2. I'm going to pick low pass again. Now filter 1 is receiving oscillator 1, sorry, and filter 2 is receiving oscillator 2. Now of course you can change the frequency now on that filter if you so desire to get the sound you're looking for. Just going to leave it where it is probably for now, but you know, you can mess about with that filter and that will change the sound of oscillator 2. Okay, so now we can add another LFO if we want to, and we can do many things really, but we'll do another LFO just as an example, LFO number 2, and this time we'll change the saturation on filter 2. Give it another little rising effect on the analog oscillator. So we'll hit LFO 2. We'll change the shape this time for an up and a down. Just drop that down slightly. Cool. Now we'll go to the source and we'll add LFO 2 and we'll say destination, filter 2, and then finally down to saturation there at the bottom. Starting to lose my voice just a little bit. I've got a bit of a cold. And then let's just knock this up a tiny little piece. Say 63. Okay. So just drop that down slightly. So yeah, that's about right. So it just gives us another little effect going on. Different things going on with inside the pad itself. Okay. Right, okay, so nearly done here really. What I thought I'd just show you is another free effects which comes from Valhalla. Supermassive, absolutely fantastic this thing. I've already chosen my preset, which was dotted. It's a delay. There we are. Yeah. So that's that, and I've actually put it on a send back track which is in Ableton, so that I could send any of the other tracks, if I created more tracks earlier on, to the same return track to give it an effect, the same effect. It's just a way of saving CPU really, but that's another thing. Let me just see if I can sort them or arrange these windows a little bit so I can show you what's going on. So we've now got the effect in A. There's also a delay I have, but I'm not using that at the moment, but we'll set it up in A. And if you notice on the track in Ableton where Odin II is, there's two little dials, one A, one B. If I added more return tracks, they'd all turn up in here. And as I turn that up, you can see on track A where Valhalla's installed is registering that it's getting through to the effect. And it just gives us another effect to our pad to make it sound nice. So as I said, I'll leave a link underneath the video for Valhalla's website. All you need to do is make up an account, which is not a problem. Use any email really. And then scroll down at the bottom of their plugins page and you'll find 3 free effects to download for yourself, and there you go. And Valhalla Supermassive is one of the best. It's absolutely fantastic. So what are you waiting for? Just get on their website and start downloading. So there you go, we've created our own pad using the free synth Odin II. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope that you enjoyed watching the video and that maybe you even learned something from it. I hope so. This is one of my first videos for this channel, which is very new at the moment. So please, if you could find it in your heart to leave me a like or subscribe, that will really help to build this channel and make more videos like this. Okay, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.